You already know your sun sign. Everyone does. But there's another thing about the sun that impacts both you and our collective consciousness. Although it is very visible, almost nobody talks about it. Even in deep astrological circles, it's something often overlooked because it's not traditional and discovered in early 1900s by a scientist. And that's the solar cycle, the cycle of storms and spots on the sun. Or, as I like to call it, its mood. In this video, I'll talk about how this solar rhythm affects masses and you personally. I'll also show you how to check the sun's mood when you were born and what it is now. This is Matt. Welcome to Astral Lantern. The sun goes through active and quiet phases every 11 years. When it's active, we see solar flares, storms, and lots of sunspots. That build-up to the peak is called a solar maximum. Then the storms slow down, and the sun enters a calm, quiet phase, the solar minimum. The connection between the sun's activity and human behavior wasn't made by astrologers. It was discovered by Alexander Chizhevsky, a Russian biologist in the early 1900s. He studied history and noticed a strange rhythm. Wars, revolutions, and mass movements peaked during solar maximums. He called it the heliobiological effect. Chizhevsky outlines 4 phases for solar cycle. Phase 1 is the solar minimum. In this phase, humanity is easygoing, tolerant, focused on personal life. The world rests. Then follows phase 2, solar increase, where sun wakes up. Energy builds, ideas spread, movements start forming. Phase 3 is solar maximum, where intensity peaks. Emotions rise, leadership sparks, innovation peaks, and most of the times conflict follows. Finally comes phase 4, solar decline, where exhaustion shows itself, mostly accompanied by disillusionment and return to a new routine. A collective exhale before the next cycle. Notice how they are similar to Earth's seasons, and when you zoom out, you can literally see history pulsing with the sun's rhythm. The French Revolution, the American Civil War, World War II, and the September 11th attacks on the United States all happened during periods of solar maximum. This doesn't mean solar maximum only brings trouble though. Intensity can cause wars and upheaval, but it also sparks innovation and progress. The first satellite launched into space, Sputnik, was also during a solar maximum where United States and Russia was in an intense space race. I think it's pretty easy to guess we're living through solar maximum right now, given all the chaos and intensity in the world. But alongside that, we're also witnessing the rise of AI and major social movements. Scientific predictions show that we are likely start to decline from solar maximum. Solar minimums, by contrast, are much quieter, more about reflection and recovery. It's a time marked by greater collaboration and peace. COVID happened during solar minimum, when the world literally stopped. Everyone took a step back, reflected, collaborated, and tried to recover. Hong Kong's handover from the UK to China occurred during a solar minimum, reflecting the more peaceful and cooperative nature of that phase. Now, let's take a look at the personal impacts. In astrology, the sun represents your life force and consciousness. If you were born during a solar maximum, your energy is naturally bold, expressive, and charged. It amplifies whatever your sun sign already expresses. So if you're an Aries born under a solar maximum, that Aries fire burns even brighter, gives you though time to control yourself before jumping into action. If you're born during a solar minimum, your energy is quieter, reflective, and steady. You still live your sun sign, but in a calmer, more self-regulated way. But here's the interesting part. When the sun's current cycle matches the one you were born under, life tends to feel easier and more aligned. When it's the opposite, things can feel heavier or chaotic. The sun's mood either syncs with yours or clashes against it. You can actually check your sun's mood. Just go to the US Space Weather Prediction Center. I've linked it in the description. Look up your birth year on the solar cycle chart. And when you think back on your past experiences, a lot of things will start to make sense. The sun doesn't just light our world. It sets the rhythm of nature and of our own lives, because we're part of the nature. When we learn to recognize its moods, we start to move with life instead of against it. So wherever the cycle is, stay aware, stay grounded, and let your light move in harmony with the sun. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay in tune with the rhythm.